Hello everyone, hi, welcome back to Tofi's World and welcome back to my channel. So yes, today we will be talking about the recently concluded Miss Universe 2018, which was held in Bangkok, Thailand. But first things first, I want to congratulate Miss Catriona Gray, Miss Philippines, for a well-deserved win for the fourth crown for the Philippines. So okay, so let's get to it. So for the stage, let's talk about the stage. The stage was good. I think it's not the most conventional stage that you can think of, but I love it. It feels like I am watching a Victoria's Secret's fashion show. So kudos to MUO and the commission who really think about that in Thailand. Very good. Also, the opening number, it was really good. They opened it with Thai music mixed with the Neo's music, and then we saw temple in the backdrop, and then there are Thai girls who has in their costume, in their national costume, which is really it looks rich. It looks glossy, so really very good opening number. And then Steve Harvey came out and then greeted the Thai people with Sawadika and Kapunka, which I think is clever because he was able to jumpstart the whole thing. Very good. Also, this year, Miss Universe organization picked top 20 girls. It is actually no difference from last year. The only difference is that this year they added four: one girl for a region and one girl for a wild card. So from 16 now, they picked 20 wild card. 20 finalists or semi-finalists for the to compete in the opening statement. That's actually an addition to Miss Universe. So let's talk about first the for the regarding the top 20. Okay, so they first picked the top 20 from Asia, Africa, and the Pacific. So they chose the first one to be called the South Africa, and then Philippines, Nepal, Vietnam, and Thailand. Actually, among the five, I Nepal was the only one that I did not include in my final list, but Miss Nepal was included in my honorable mention. She's actually my top 23 in the list. So I'm kind of like I kind of like the five from Asia, Pacific, and Africa. Though Thailand, I put Thailand in my wild card for my final pick. But anyway, I got 5/5 for Asia, Pacific, and Africa. And then second, they called in the top five girls from Europe. This is where I got a very low success rate. Okay, because they chose, I think they chose Great Britain, Ireland, Belgium, Hungary, and the first one, Poland. Okay, so Poland is not really in my radar. Hungary, she's one of my top picks in Europe during the pre-arrival vlog that I published. Ireland is not in my radar. Belgium is also part of my my pre-arrival top picks. And then Great Britain is the only one in my final pick that I published just 2 days ago or 3 days ago. And I even told in my video that I even say in my video that Great Britain is a girl to beat in Europe. So all in all, I only got 1/5. But if you will include the honorable mention, which is I put Hungary and Belgium in my honorable mention, I actually was able to get 3/5. Yes. All right, and then let's go to Americas. They picked Americas for Americas. They picked Curacao, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. Who else? Costa Rica, and the last one I forgot. The last one is who else do they put? Anyway, all right. So anyway, Jamaica definitely. I put her in my final pick. Curacao, I also put her in the final pick. Canada, yeah, Canada, I also put her in my final pick. Um, who else? The other two. Costa Rica is in my. She's in my honorable mention. And then. Puerto Rico is one of my final picks. She's actually one of my top five. So all in all, if we will not be including honorable mention, it will be 4/5. But if we will include honorable mention, it will be 5/5. And then for the wild card, they put USA in the wild card. USA, which I did not pick. She is in my pre-arrival favorite, but comes my final pick. She is not included in my top 20. She's not even included in my honorable mention. Second, the Venezuela. She is one of my top five, and also she's also included in my pre and final top pick. Who else is included in the wild card? Indonesia. Indonesia is. I think yeah. I put Indonesia in my. She's part of my honorable mention. And then who else? The other two that they picked, Indonesia, Australia is she's actually included in my top 10. So included in my final pick. And then the last card is Brazil. So Brazil is actually part of my honorable mention, and she's also part of my pre-arrival hot picks. So if you will include that, I got 4/5 because it's only USA that I did not put in the my honorable mention. So all in all, I think I got pretty much good score in terms of my predictions for the 2018 Miss Universe. But yeah, it's only in Europe where I got a low grade for that. Anyway, yeah, so the top 20 was chosen, and then after that they did an opening statement. Opening statement, I'm kind of confused because some girls were just introduced themselves, their achievements and whatnot, and some girls what they did was to laid out their plans once they become Miss Universe. So yeah, I would just wish MUO would if they will do that again next year, which I think they need to do that because I kind of like that portion. I think they need to be more clear to the girls what are the pointers to talk about. Yeah. So after the top 20 did their opening statement, I think South Africa was really good. Philippines was really good. Vietnam was so endearing. Yes, I super love her. Who else I picked? Those are the top threes that I have for the opening statement. Yes. And so yeah, so they chose the top 10. So it dawned on me that for the top 10, all of the girls from Asia, Pacific, and Africa were included in the top 10. We got South Africa, Philippines, Vietnam, Nepal, Thailand. They all enters the top 10. And then the other five were Curacao from Americas, Venezuela from Americas, but she's from the wild card, Canada from Americas, Who else? Curacao, Canada, mm, Puerto Rico from Americas, and the last girl was Costa Rica, which is from Americas. So all in all, guys, it was only a battle of Asia, Asia Pacific and Africa and Americas. So, so which means from Americas, the top five from Americas, they just put Venezuela on it and took out who they took out from Americas. Jamaica. Yes. So Jamaica is the one who was left behind from the top five from Americas, and Venezuela enters the top 10. So yes, it's kind of interesting. Like no one from the European girls makes it in the top 10. So I'm not sure if they were able to be represented or whatnot, but not also sure if they should continue having the per region or per continent top 16 or top 20, because it doesn't make sense. Because for 2 years in a row now, it's always from Asia and Africa, Asia Pacific and Africa and Americas who are given a chance to be in the top 10. So not sure if they should continue the how they pick top 20, or it should be they should go back to 2015 backwards, wherein they just get the top 20 girls wherever where regardless of from where from what continent they came in. Okay. Anyway, so the top 10, they started with the swimsuit competition. I kind of like the little wings here with a cape that looks like a galaxy, which is very Miss Universe, I mean. So yeah, I kind of like it, and I think my top choice for the Miss swimsuit is Miss Vietnam, which is super uber very good. Like she has the right attitude, and the way how she walks, she commands the stage. So in this for the swimsuit competition, it was Miss Vietnam. And then for the gown competition, clearly it's the Philippines. She nailed it. Like she her fabric, the fabric of the gown is just like moving. It has an illusion that because it's multicolored, it's so beautiful in the television, and she is really working it. I just wish Miss Vietnam did not change her preliminary gown, because if you will if you will if you will watch back my top pick for for the before after the preliminaries, Miss I put Miss Vietnam as the best in evening gown. So yeah, so in that in I mean on that stage, I was very happy because Vietnam and Philippines was there. Actually, Vietnam just grown on me every time she enters the say the top 20, the top 10, and the top 5. She is just so sincere. I can feel in her heart that she's just so happy. So I kind of like it. She really is confidently beautiful with a heart, just like what Pia said. So yeah, I kind of like Miss Vietnam. For the top 5, they chose South Africa, Venezuela, Philippines, Vietnam, and Puerto Rico. I'm okay with the top 5, but I think this top 5 is a strong top 5. Um, as compared to previous years. But for 2005, which is personally that's the best top 5 forever, like Miss Canada, Miss Puerto Rico, Miss Mexico, Miss Dominican Republic, and the other girl, I forgot the other one, but they are the best top 5. I mean, the batch of Natalie Glebova. But yeah, but the top 5 for the 2018 edition was also strong, but yeah, 2005 was stronger. Just saying. Anyway, yes. So top five. I was just like hope, and then top five, and then they were asked question. I think Vietnam's answer was good. Yeah, but not sure why she didn't make it. Probably, the judges they're actually check. I mean, they what they did is they probably they look at the overall performance of the girls from the interview, closed door interview, and up to the final up to the finals. So anyway, yeah, so they picked South Africa, Philippines, and Venezuela. Though I like to see Vietnam in the top three. My pick for the top three was they were Philippines, Vietnam, and Venezuela. Those are the three girls that I really love, but unfortunately it was South Africa instead of Vietnam. So the top three were asked a question: what life learnings do you got? It's not, and then how are you going to play or apply that once you become Miss Universe, something like that. So I think it was only Philippines who really answered the question, and she sounded very confident. Also, she sounded so sincere because she's talking about her experience. So, second runner-up was Miss Venezuela. First runner-up was Miss South Africa, and Miss Philippines crowned as Miss Universe 2018. Though I should have put Miss South Africa as second runner-up, Miss Venezuela as first runner-up, and Philippines as Miss Universe. But it is what it is. And then after that, Miss Catriona Gray did her final walk, and then all the girls came in together. I wish Pia has the same reception as when she won the 2015 Miss Universe. But you know what? Cause it, you can feel the happiness of all the girls. Especially Miss Malaysia, Harumi, who really stormed the stage to just greet and congratulate Miss Catriona Gray. Also, when Miss Denmark and Miss Sweden were like crying and so sincere in congratulating their batchmate since Miss World. So yeah, it indeed, Catriona Gray is not meant for the world because she is meant for the universe. So congratulations, Catriona. A well-deserved win. Bye for now. So see you again next year for the another edition of Miss Universe. And I heard that next year there are talks that it will be hosted by South Korea. So it will be a joint hosting from the North and South Korea. So excited from the Asia again. All right, see you all, guys. Bye bye. Be a blessing to everyone every day. Bye. Merry Christmas.